Hi, I'm Jan Sunday. Currently, I'm based here in Cebu City, my hometown, but my studio is in Quezon City in Metro Manila. I was just visiting here for a few days until the lockdown started, and then Cebu City became the epicenter of the pandemic, and I couldn't fly back. But at least I'm home, better here than anywhere else, I guess. And I studied advertising arts in college and then had a career in marketing and publishing for 10 years plus until I started to pursue art full time. Kind of a crazy idea for someone who's no formal training with visual arts or studio arts. All we ever had in advertising were mostly digital media and a bit of illustrations. Um, I guess art school for me was diving my head into the shelves of Book Sale. It's a local surplus bookshop. It's where I was exposed to high fructose, juxtapose, and all the Phaidon art books. Most of the books here are from Book Sale and fully booked. Also, art school was the last 5 to 6 years for me. Feels like college when you spend 4 to 5 plus years trying to figure out your voice or direction. Um, it's me applying myself in different media from illustration to photography to mixed media, multimedia, but they're all tied to an introspective tone. I guess all my works are a broad spectrum of introspection from womanhood to the mind to self to spirit and things beyond that. It's like making sense of things as I'm in the process of finding out if there's a God. A big chunk of my portfolio is photography. They're mostly black and white. I prefer that because it adds to the mystique and the abstraction. Because you're just left with the forms and texture, especially with my approach to photography that is nude abstracted through double exposure. And they're mostly of myself. I guess because I'm introverted and again introspection. Um, During those years, it was my way of coping. It was just my way of being acquainted with my femininity, with myself, my figure, my body, my sensuality, everything. Um, and it also gave me the confidence that I could make something beautiful out of something I'm so insecure about. With that type of work, I had exhibits in Manila too during those years 2016, 2017. And I remember someone told me here in Cebu that my works didn't have space here because it's photography. It's exhibited as print, and they're nudes and abstracted. They're completely alien. So it made me feel alone. But it also pushed me to experiment. And after that, I started to incorporate other elements and also try to use the print as the canvas, which now I really enjoy because I get to distress it. And I'm particularly interested or fascinated with mirrors because when I started adding that to my prints, um, it made more sense to me that the artwork is finished when there's a viewer, when it is transcended, not just from the artist, but just transcended to another person. To record that, you know, is the reflection. It exists in, in that moment when the viewer views. Plus, glass takes a million years to decay, and I think that's beautiful. The image might decay, but the reflection will be there forever in that time. When I got invited for figure proof, I had a completely different set of ideas, but the restrictions became more rigid and it was even harder to acquire materials. And the print shops were closed too, so I was left with whatever I have here at home. Good thing I had watercolor paper, a few spray cans, a few tubes of paint, graphite, oil pastel, and my printer. And good thing my neighbor had or has a photocopy machine, so it still worked out for me. The imagery is still close to what I usually go for, the monochromatic, textured, abstracted, and distressed. Also, for the imagery, I want to make sure that still incorporated something Filipino, hence the basahan. It's an everyday Filipino object. You see it when you commute. People use it to wipe their tables, their cars, and that's how I see our existence, I guess. We are just dragging through time, serving a purpose. Um, we are bits and pieces of something big and stitched together by something divine. And one day we'll be out of here, out of this 3D physical existence. But for now, we must serve our purpose and wipe clean, I guess. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how I see it. This is us entering the void. The light images are of a flashlight and a drinking glass. The meat is canned, just like us, multiplied meat, multiplied vessels. This is us entering the void and trying to experience life on Earth as cosmic basahans. You're out here to serve our purpose.